Welcome back everyone. If you are new to my channel, my name is Garen and I'm about 8 months on T. Today I'm just going to talk to you guys about what is body masculization, is it worth it, and some of the things that you can expect as far as how it's performed, your recovery, and what the cost is usually associated for body masculization. First things first, what is body masculization? Body masculization can be performed in many different ways. There's body masculization for the face, for the body, the contouring of the body, and even bottom surgery is considered body masculization. But specifically what I'm going to talk to you guys about is the torso area. About 2.5 months ago now, I got my top surgery done, and I did travel all the way to Mexico, so from the US to Mexico to have that done. I paired it with a body masculization for my torso areas that focused it on my abdominal, my sides, and my back, including my glutes. What is body masculization for the contouring of a torso? It is essentially just as it sounds, you are masculizing your physique. So if you do struggle with a more curvature physique, which is more common, especially if you are transgender, female to male, you will notice that over time your body fat has sat in a way to where it's more feminine and it sits more towards the hip area. And what body masculization does is repositions and transfers that fat into different parts of your bodies to sit more masculine. This surgery also commonly includes doing some liposuction if you do have some excess fat that needs to be removed. And in my case, I also had some extra skin just from previous, weight gain and weight loss. So I had my skin also removed on top of doing the body masculization. So mine was a full 360. To give you an idea of what this means, if you ever hear about people getting like mommy makeovers or a full 360, that's exactly what's being done, but in a masculine finish. Is it worth it? Absolutely, hands down it is worth it. But this may not be for everyone. If you are already a physique and you're happy with it, save yourself the time and money. If you're good with the way your exterior appearance is, great. That's perfectly fine. You do not have to do this. This is very optional. For myself, I did struggle with my dysphoria, not just with my top, but also my torso area. A lot of the times when you're on testosterone, your body fat is going to shift anyways. You usually want to give it about at least 6 months before you undergo this surgery, or at least near that time frame. In my personal experience, I was 2 weeks away from being 6 months on testosterone before I got this surgery done, which was okay. My surgeon was fine with it. Overall, I am very happy with my results. The things that you can expect if you are planning to have this kind of surgery done is you are going to have very restricted mobility, especially for the first couple of weeks. You can expect to pretty much be laying in bed for the first 3 to 4 days and not having any activity. That was my experience. It was really uncomfortable to the point where I had to make sure my legs were prompt to not put too much pressure and stretching into my abdominal wall. I also cannot use my arms to even support myself in a sitting position or having to lay back down. I needed full support just to lay back down and to sit back up. So it does take a toll on you physically. So be prepared to have that mentally if it is something for you. But again, this is something that you will know when you have your consult. If you're deciding to do body masculization, what does your recovery look like? When you do top surgery, it's the same thing. It becomes restricted. You shouldn't bear too much weight. And for good reason. You'll realize very quickly, even holding maybe even a glass cup, a full glass cup, feels like a lot of weight. You want to listen to the recommendation of your surgeon. So the goal is just really to allow it to relax and heal and have plenty of protein to repair those muscles again. Another thing you can expect is discomfort. It's going to be difficult to become comfortable. I needed assistance to sit up and also to sit down. So anytime I needed to use the restroom in the middle of the night, I had to bother someone to help me get up and out of the bed. And even just going back into a laying position, it's a lot of pressure all over the body, especially with the way my procedure was performed. It was tough. It was uncomfortable. Yes, you do have pain meds to help you manage that pain, but you can certainly still expect you're going to feel some pain. But don't let that scare you, because this is temporary. Within time, it does subside. And yes, even to this date, being about 2.5 months post-op, I do tend to still feel discomfort in my abdominal area, but nothing that's unbearable. I can still bear it. and it's not to the point where I feel like I need to take any medication. Another thing you can expect is scarring, right? Just like top surgery, depending on the way that's going to be performed. Mine was a double mastectomy, and yes, I have a scar from point A all the way to point B. And for my body masculization, it is a full circumference around my entire waistline. That's just because mine was very extensive and I had excess skin that I wanted to have removed, so it required to have a full 360. And like I said, the scar is there, but there's plenty of ways to do scar treatment and really eliminate the look of that scar. So if that is something that you're concerned about, I wouldn't let that be too much of a bother, because you have plenty of options to reduce the appearance of the scar. And I've recently used silicone scar tape and gel, just kind of switching between the two, with on top of that some red light therapy, and my scar area is actually healing really nicely. As far as the cost, yes, it can get very expensive and very quickly. That also depends who you're going to, which is one of the biggest reasons why I also made the decision to go to Mexico, because you get more bang for your buck there. Here in the States, to give you an idea, for top surgery alone, I was quoted about $12,500, and if I wanted to do just my abdominal and not really a full masculization, that was going to add up to about $35,000, almost $40,000 without hospital stay. And going to Mexico, that was completely different. It was $11,000 for all of it, for the top surgery, the full 360 body masculization. I went with a surgeon who I felt very confident in. He was very reputable, he's board certified, and his work looks incredible. And on top of that, the entire experience was a really positive experience. So if you guys want to know more about my journey of going to Mexico, what it cost, or just any questions with the surgeon that I decided to go with, which was Dr. Naras, let me know and I'm happy to share. I do have some other videos you guys can check out, but if this was helpful to you, or if you want to know more specific details about what is body masculization, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya.